The ongoing situation surrounding Jimmy Kimmel has taken a surprising turn as local station owners Nexstar and Sinclair unexpectedly initiated actions that led to Kimmel's show being removed from their broadcasts. This development has caught the attention of many, including industry insiders, who were not anticipating such a bold move. Yet the warning signals indicating a rift between broadcast networks and their local affiliates have been visible for quite some time. This rocky relationship has existed since television's inception, but the rise of streaming services and the trend of viewers cutting their cable subscriptions have transformed this conflict into a much more serious matter, an existential struggle for financial survival. In recent years, tensions have flared over critical programming slots, especially the coveted 10 p.m. hour, as well as disputes about transferring popular sports and high-profile shows from traditional broadcast networks to streaming platforms. The late-night slot, including Kimmel's own, has consistently been a contentious battleground. For instance, in 2020, NBC Universal faced a backlash from affiliates over plans to stream its late-night offerings, including shows hosted by Jimmy Fallon and Seth Meyers at 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. respectively on their streaming service, Peacock. This backlash was reminiscent of the major uproar following Jay Leno's ill-fated primetime stint in 2009, indicating just how sensitive these matters are for networks and their affiliates. The root of these tensions is fundamentally financial. As consumer habits shift and the audience for traditional pay TV diminishes, from approximately 100 million households a decade ago to fewer than 70 million today, local affiliates find themselves increasingly burdened with soaring fees for programming whenever they renew agreements with networks. As Henry Jessel, the founder of digital platform TV NewsCheck, pointed out in an interview, this has led to rising resentment among affiliates, who feel pressured to shoulder greater financial responsibilities without seeing corresponding returns. Politics play a critical role in this dynamic as well. Following the tragic death of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, sensitivities around political discourse have heightened significantly. As Republicans expressed their sorrow, they were quick to criticize anyone who they perceived as disrespectful regarding Kirk's passing. Kimmel initially expressed condolences to Kirk's family via an Instagram post, but later, in a segment amidst the flurry of changing news, he made remarks referencing the MAGA gang trying to spin narratives regarding the alleged shooter, Tyler Robinson. This comment struck a nerve among many right-leaning viewers and within the local TV landscape, which often holds conservative views. TV station owner Armstrong Williams openly criticized Kimmel's joke, calling it not merely insensitive, but a flat-out distortion of truth, which as a broadcaster he believes should not be tolerated under the standards enforced by the FCC. Williams voiced his concerns in a recent interview, asserting the importance of factual integrity within broadcasts. The chair of the FCC, Brendan Carr, expressed his approval of the fallout stemming from Williams' comments, which prompted actions from ABC and Disney. For station owners like Nexstar and Sinclair, which are seeking to align favorably with the Trump administration amid regulatory scrutiny over major transactions, these actions make business sense. While Nexstar predominantly supports Trump, Sinclair has historically leaned even further to the right, particularly during Trump's presidency. On another front, Disney is also navigating its own regulatory challenges, as it looks to offload 10% of ESPN to the NFL, in a deal that would include NFL Network assets, raising eyebrows in terms of potential monopolistic behavior in the media landscape. Moreover, Disney is in the process of acquiring a significant portion of Fubo and integrating its operations with Hulu plus Live TV, creating a powerful sports-focused entity. Despite this intricate web of business negotiations, Nexstar insists that its decision to preempt Jimmy Kimmel Live was made independently, without any collusion with the FCC or the Trump administration. They emphasized that the choice was made solely by their senior management team, a statement that each party involved might interpret very differently based on their individual interests. Together, the ABC affiliates connected to Nexstar and Sinclair represent roughly a quarter of the US audience. This situation indicates that unless negotiations between Disney ABC and Kimmel's team ensure his show's return to these key broadcasts, any attempts to reinstate it are likely to falter. As a seasoned local television executive remarked, achieving nationwide clearance is essential, which is critical for maintaining viable advertising rates and overall economic stability. Looking back at the history of television, collective pushback from powerful local station groups regarding disagreeable programming isn't a new concept. Even during the initial era of three major networks, affiliates wielded significant power over network decisions. Historical instances, like CBS firing commentator Howard K. Smith in the 1960s due to civil rights commentary, highlight how local concerns have previously influenced national programming. Unlike past conflicts, such as the cancellation of Bill Maher's show following sensitive remarks post 9/11, Kimmel's situation hasn't faced a wave of advertiser-driven backlash. Some ad executives noted that Kimmel has made far more provocative comments in the past without facing similar repercussions, presenting a striking contrast in how quickly the situation escalated this time, due to just a few controversial jokes. The rapid sequence of events has left many in the media sector feeling uneasy, with some describing the climate as reminiscent of oppressive regimes. Anti-censorship advocates worry about the implications of such swift decisions affecting not only Kimmel's show, but the broader landscape of programming. In an alternative outcome, where Kimmel's show remains off the air, Disney may retaliate against Sinclair and Nexstar by demoting them on their digital platforms as a form of retribution. Other stakeholders, like ABC, have already demonstrated readiness to sever ties with affiliates that don't align with their interests, as seen recently with their move away from Warren Buffett's WPLG in Miami. Despite all the turbulence, sports programming might still hold the power to bridge the divide between networks and affiliates, with Disney poised to broadcast the 2027 Super Bowl, marking a significant milestone for ABC and ESPN. As local affiliates strive to resolve these emerging issues, maintaining positive relations with Disney will undoubtedly remain a priority.